top news headlines. At least 9 persons killed, over 52 missing in massive landslide at Tupul Yard railway construction came in Noni district. Chief Minister in Biren rushes to affected area. State has adequate fertilizers will be distributed to real farmers even without land deeds, assures Agriculture Minister Th. Biswajit. Joint team of More Police Commando, Assam Rifle arrests armed man from Moljol village, More. Hello, a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News. In focus with me, CHENGLEINGANBI KHAIDEM. The news in detail. A massive landslide at Tupul Yard railway construction came in Noni district has killed at least 9 people. Over 52 people are still missing and 13 others have been rescued. Chief Minister in Biren and Rajya Sabha member King Lestemba Sanajauba have to the landslide affected areas and inspected the incident site. According to a report from the incident site, the landslide took place around last midnight at Tupul Yard railway construction camp in Noni district. The flow of the Ijay River was obstructed by the debris, creating a dam-like storage conditions which wreaked havoc in low-lying areas of Noni district headquarters. Chief Minister in Biren, Rajya Sabha member King Sanajauba Lesemba and MLA of Nungba Assembly constituency Dipu Gangmai rushed to the site. During his visit, he met the rescue team and took stock of the situation. He announced an ex gratia assistance of 5 lakh rupees each to next of kin of the deceased and 50,000 rupees to the injured. Chief Minister in Biren extended his gratitude to the rescue team for their relentless effort and service.
Almost young Khaymoyan of missing to receive Lavax, Chowna, Matundagi, Sidagi rock, Kindarapano, Korean border police. Namaste, the point of rescue team, Mayambudi, SDRF, Army, the Giloina Tauri. Although I should live on a Magala, Lavax is lesson Jungle Kotokusia. Not difficult situation, I'm no idea. I have no idea, excellent. Immediately, officials in Senate President meeting the company to like the family sing Sila Chigo sing the Lamagi as Russia Pinanaba, Aduka, Asok, the Yauri Bishing Sinar Polishing and Pinanaba, whatever my desire the word is give it over the economy, lying number of the state government be out on the manufacturing and I like it a Manungi Unamaka, I Sarkar site. The Manipur Prajamiyang side the deepest condolence I have conduct sari sarugazari I'm like sure the whole women when I am putting in a single devotional and I have had a rescue see Oyadana some kind of me rescue to him rescue to Magadi Yamuani I don't see this you can satari Noina, Mayam the Yamatin Pango, Coconut Matin Panga, the rescue Tono Coconaba, Shing some top people, Harao. Maharashtra, we already took Mayam Matin Pang, we were put on my quick side to get Hagasari, and I am happy.
Emergency meeting was convened at the Chief Minister's Secretariat chaired by Chief Minister in Biren. During the meeting, 5 officers were engaged with DC of Noni to assist in relief, rescue and coordination in the rescue mission. The officers are Dr. A. Jinglen Khombat Midai, Ngangom Udam, Banti Kontojam, Al Gijandra and Sulaiman Daulat Khan. The state government has mobilized the National Disaster Response Force and State Disaster Response Force in close coordination with Army and railway authorities. Local staff and medical teams are rendering all possible assistance in the rescue mission. Additional medical teams and ambulance have left Imphal for Noni district. Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner of Noni district, Haulilan Guiti, has issued an advisory notice to avoid traveling along National Highway 37 for the meantime.
Si thokhiba mayam se national calamity di habi yadre railway na kakpagi protection wall pi debagi taawni na sidi man made calamity habi tare sidi mi na sembane na aduna sigi amang ata thoiba siana thoiba si railway na pra daita logadabani sine moina protection asi 100 meters above angambada ke makhada wall phajani pidre wall pidabani si yengo wall pide aduna taaba taabani masana hoji ama ata ta ki myam si loina phumjang ngam si ti kari low leibra kari u leibra hoji kana su u bana te ko loina phumra bani
Agriculture Minister Thongam Biswajit has said that the state government has adequate fertilizers and promised that the fertilizers will be distributed to rural farmers even if they don't possess land deeds. He further said that the fertilizers are currently being distributed at different places across the state. He was speaking at the inaugural event of a 150 metric ton capacity fertilizer godown of Imphal East and Thabal district at District Agriculture Office Complex Imphal East located at Parampa today. Speaking further, the minister said the government has adequate stock of fertilizer for state's farmers. The fertilizers will be distributed to them even without land deeds if they are truly farming. The phase-wise distribution of fertilizers is currently taking place. Besides, the Agriculture Department has taken up steps to check black marketing of the fertilizers, he said. In order to promote organic farming, steps have also been taken up to set up a vermicomposting unit for Imphal East District. Biswajit said and also urged the people of the state to work hand in glove to make the Agriculture Department more developed.
Har lo phangde habjing do akoi khangde agriculture department number 1 har mafam khudimak ta piri every labor farmers they can come moi lakpa yai akoi da har pigani we have enough stock ta wodabu low uba matam da bag ama chang da bag ani piu habge di har leite agriculture department da aduga ai haji je yamna chauna ngang busu nate pigna ngang busu nate ma khoi da leijari ba situation akoi na tawjage haina khanjari ba wafam du ba akoi na thamjabani na ai thamjage aduga lolona every mafam khudimak ta ngasi su dio gi 100 action program gi makha 100 days program gi makhada honorable chief minister na hudokpi bi makhada ngasi sangare 3000 capacity ni adu 3000 thamgani aduga akoi khabar da hapakani districts da leiriba khudi mangna magi pata yaudre so ai lau ujai khatang indicate tobiu akoi mafam chakani magi darka leibudo har pigani habse akoi department gi leng da wafam ne habse aduga har phangde habdu kanana no akoi khangdi akoi har wat pa leiti akoi department da aduga har pi da basu leiti.
The inaugural event of the godown constructed under Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana was also attended by MLA of Lamlai Assembly Constituency, KH Ibomcha, Commissioner of Agriculture Department, M. Joy, Director N. Gozendro, among others. The godown was constructed at the cost of 80 lakh rupees under RKVY. A joint team of More Police Commando and 15 Assam Rifle arrested one person along with arms from East Moljol village at More last evening. The arrested person has been identified as Jangmin Hau Kipgen, 36 years old, son of late Linhun Sai Kipgen of Govazang village, More. The team recovered one MK-33 assault rifle, one MA-3 assault rifles and 2 empty magazines from the person. According to police report, the joint team of More Commando and 15 Assam Rifles arrested the person during a search operation in the general area of as Moljol village and Govazang village. More on Wednesday, the arrested person and the seized weapons were handed over to More police station for further legal action. A state-level open debating competitions 2022 on the topic "The problems facing students of the state is due to actions of the government" was held at Manipur Press Club today. The competition was organized by Coordinating Committee on Disturbance-Free Educational Zone Demand. Speaking on the occasion, General Secretary of Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, Desam M. Somorjit, said a public convention on making education sector disturbance-free zone will be held at J.N. Dance Academy on July 5th. In-depth deliberations will be held to make education sector completely disturbance-free zone and will arrive at different resolutions. He further said that the committee has been urging the state government to fill the lacking amenities and infrastructures of government and private schools in the state since June 15. Today's debating competitions was also held as part of its movement for disturbance-free education jaunt, he said, and mounted pressures on the government to fill the lacking infrastructures and send required teachers at government schools and to fully implement Recognitions and Regulation Act 2017 at private schools.
Already Committee on Disturbance-Free Education joined Jimana, Consenjaba, Campaign for Disturbance-Free Education Zone, Haiba, Zumba, campaign, Munchana, Sinjaba, debating competition of the Already Committee on Disturbance-Free Education Zone, 2008 Horaga, Landamasida, Education Sector, the Pidiba, Makal Makaki, Ayat upon Mam, Pibiganu, Education Sector, have a disturbance-free over Zonama. Onsi haiba orindadabani haiba dugumba demand tawna koi lagi sigi manungsana koi handaki July gi tang mangada miyam gi oiba koi public convention ama pangthokuna education sector da pidi ba makul makha ke seven sing se masi pida na gi damakta hana logi warep sing re ham tawba di anoba warep sing lona logi damakta masi gumba koi.
Altogether, 18 debaters put forward their points in arguments from the Treasury bands and 5 debaters from the opposition's bands at the state-level debating competitions 2022. President of Khairamban Nupi Kaithil Sinfam and Saktam Kanbalu KHA Santi has said all must unitedly support the initiative to sanitize 3 Imam markets at Khairamban on the first day of every month in Manipur lunar calendar. She also appealed to those concerned to shun the idea of countering the closing of the market for just a day to keep the market neat and clean. Speaking to media person, Santi said Chief Minister In Bidin permitted to reopen 3 Imam market at Khairamban after 2 years of total shutdown of the market due to COVID-19 pandemic, following which the closing of the market once a month for sanitization purpose was agreed upon under the instructions of the Chief Minister. Subsequently, Imphal Municipal Corporation also issued an order to follow Chief Minister's instruction. However, some vendors are creating confusion over the order by bringing in some remarks of Mahut Minister. Despite this, the sanitizations of the market has been carrying out every month with an objective of making Imphal a smart city. Reminding that the markets will remain closed on the day of the sanitizations, Santi appealed to the people to buy essential items beforehand.
Smart city Nungaitaba thoisina lambi sorok singida phamjalakpa mayam singina loinamak chairaga thaname madu akoina amuk sengtongna bohonare adage amuk manungda phamiba kanggu singigi maraktagi amuk akoidi phangani akoidi noina adu tawba yaroi chief minister gi order du chanaroi ade mohun minister na adu haire adu tawre haiba sikumba chamamnaba mayam ama thokpa chief minister gi wabu india mohun minister gi wabu india haina kaithen manungsida launa ba khongna ba singarang dagi howi masita sengna tumai jage.
Home Guard personnel of Imphal West District conducted a cleanliness drive at 3 Khairamban Imam Market this morning. Taking part in the drive, President of Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association Y. Mangi said around 100 Home Guard of Imphal West District and Reserve Line organized the cleanliness drive in support of the Chief Minister In Bidin's initiative to clean the 3 Imam markets on every first day of lunar month. The initiative is also included in the service rule to help the people and clean public places under the supervision of Superintendent of Police Imphal West District Police. It is also in support of Prime Minister Flake Safe Program Swachh Bharat Mission, Mangi said.
Manipur ki lusingniba koi punong lusingriba honorable Chief Minister na pamjaba adugumba flagship program singi manung deliver swasthya bharat haibase masi gi mateng ama woina ba haidana Manipur ki mipung khudimak na mapam khudimak tigi laaga pullariba ima kaithel ahum sida tangai phadaba khara lei haina khanjaraga Imphal West deploy tawriba Home Guard personnel reserve ta leiba mi chamagi mathakta leibase masina pullaga koi SP Imphal West ki lamjing makada magi pauka makada Home Guard ki luchiniba Muhammad Matli Prabhavati na chingba luchingba singa sina tawraga ngasi ki social services tawbani.
Locals of Kabul today locked Kabul Lamjau National Park against the attempt to set up Ethnic Heritage Park at Moirang Khunau, which is a sensitive zone, when the setting up of Ethnic Ecotourism Park at Kabul Lamjau was restricted, citing sensitive zone. The locals have also boycotted MLA of Thanga Assembly constituency T. Robindro and chairman of LDA M. Asni Kumar from entering Kabul. A public meeting was held in this regard at Kabul Makhalikai Fawai Community Hall, organized by SPCC Kabul Lamjau, Chingmai and Janpur, and arrived at different resolutions. After the meeting, the locals went to Kabul Lamjau National Park, dispersed the tourists and forest guards, and closed the park. The resolutions arrived at today's meeting include boycotting of Thanga MLA and LDA chairman, removal of Sangai from Kabul Lamjau by the government within 10 days, restrictions on tourist entry into the park, not to allow forest staff stay at Kabul Lamjau.
Koi yamna penjadribidi Kabul Lamjau buna sensitive zone ene lagthok puye aduga Manipur sarkar na lagthok da sensitive zone je manam khunok ji yawe ba karigumba akoi da saba yadra mona unok da sari bi maram na karigino Kabul Lamjau gi mamang thangusakta na akoi gi national park na mi sangba yadra ba aduga nongchuk tamusarukta na wildlife sanctuary lagthok amba maram warga akoi na wani hingbasida akoi gi chief minister kai khumnazara ba onarabana Kabul Lamjau Ethnic Heritage Park Saba Hogre Habidu, as you honor time from the Sarapuse, Masigi against Sakona, Masigi meeting is it of Jubani.
A continuing medical education program on current trains on stem cells and regenerative medicine was conducted today at CZ Academy of Health Sciences, Langol. The program was organized by the Biochemistry Department of CZ Academy of Health Sciences, Langol, to sensitively emerging stem cell treatment for many incurable diseases among the people of the region, which are simple, painless, and quick recovery. Speaking on the occasion, Chairman of CME Program Department of Biochemistry, CZ Academy of Health Sciences, Dr. T. Anumacha said the Academy will be conducting more outreach program at different schools, colleges, and universities of Manipur and even in other NER states to share the knowledge of such important emerging area of stem cell transplant therapy. Here we have a short commercial break. Please stay tuned for more update.
Welcome to Manipur International University. Admission opened for undergraduate program. MIU is an UGC recognized. MIU has a team of highly qualified and experienced faculty manning various departments that are equipped with advanced computer lab, smart classrooms, and oriental library. They also provide attractive scholarships and offered unique courses. Classes will be starting from August 2022. Manipur International University, Gari Awang Laikai, near HRD Academy. Helpline numbers 889-978-8788. Manipur International University, success guaranteed.
Welcome you all to UNACO Residential School at Chanung, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Nahak, pukning wakal gi anaba leibra. Drug addiction amadi mental disorder treatment gidamak adom karigi wari. Manipurda ihan hanbo oina rehabilitation and child care center. Inkalakliba nahasingita oiba experienced leraba doctors amadi clinical psychologists singna layengjari. Experts singna counseling piba 24/7 CCTV camera da monitor tawduna kupna senaba morning yoga, healthy diets, weekly health checkup, intensive daily routine. Awaba kayadagi ngakthoknaba leijare Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center, Kwakaitel Akham Likai. Adongi mathau tarabadi nakamda pijariba contact number asida pau faubirau.
Welcome back again after the break. In national news, the flood situation in Assam remained dire with 12 more people killed in the deluge in the previous 24 hours. Kachar and Chirang district each reported 2 deaths, while Barpeta, Bishwanath, Darang, Dhemaji, Golagad, Kamrut, Metropolitan, Lakhimpur and Nagund each reported 1. The 12 new fatalities brought the state's flood and landslide day toll to 151 in less than 3 months. On the other hand, the current floods have displaced over 31.54 lakh people across 26 Assam districts. Kachar remained the worst hit district for the second day in a row with nearly 14.31 lakh people affected by the calamity's devastation. The floods have affected at least 7.25 lakh people in Silchar alone. On Wednesday, several areas in southern Assam town were inundated for the 10th day in a row. Over 5.49 lakh people in Barpeta are experiencing days of misery, while nearly 5.20 lakh people in Nagaund are suffering as floodwaters pour into their villages. The Brahmaputra and its tributaries have flooded 2,675 villages and submerged 91,349 hectares of cropland. The Army National Disaster Response Force, State Disaster Response Force, Assam Police, Fire and Emergency Services personnel and other volunteers have been working around the clock to rescue the stranded people and provide all-out assistance. Meanwhile, authorities have set up 560 relief camps in 22 districts to house up to 3.12 lakh inmates. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray resigned on Wednesday, minutes after the Supreme Court ruled that he must prove today that his government still has a majority. The Maha Vikas Aghadi government in Maharashtra has been facing a political crisis after a revolt in Shiv Sena. The revolt MLAs led by Eknath Singh had been camping in Guwahati. Thackeray, who also resigned as MLA, said that he was not going away forever and will once again sit in Shiv Sena Vavant. Rebel Sena leader Eknath Singh, who is meeting with his faction's MLAs before heading to the governor later in the day, has said there has been no discussion with the BJP about the details of ministerial posts if they form a new government together. Meanwhile, Maharashtra government Bhagat Singh Koshyari has accepted Uddhav Thackeray's resignation and appointed him as caretaker chief minister till the new government is sworn in. A day after Uddhav Thackeray quit as Maharashtra Chief Minister, Shiv Sena rebels may meet with the governor after discussions today in Goa, where they arrived last night. The BJP claims they have the support of over 170 MLAs to form the new government. Britain pledged another $1 billion in military aid to Ukraine to help its feign of Russia's invasions, including air defense system and drones. The fresh funds will bring Britain's total military support to Kyiv since the start of the war in late February to $2.3 billion. The package includes sophisticated air defense system, uncrewed aerial vehicles, innovative new electronic warfare equipment, and thousands of pieces of vital kit for Ukrainian soldiers, it said. This will be a first step to allow Ukraine to go beyond its valiant defense efforts and move towards mounting offensive operations to regain territory. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said Vladimir Putin's attacks against Ukraine were increasingly barbaric as the Russian leader fails to make the gains he had anticipated and hoped for, and the futility of this war becomes clear to all. Britain was one of the first nations to provide Ukraine with lethal military and such as anti-tank missiles in response to Russia's invasion. It has also been involved in training Ukrainian soldiers. Now let's recap the headlines once again. At least 9 persons killed, over 52 missing in massive landslide at Tupul Yard railway construction camp in None district. Chief Minister in Britain rushes to affected area. State has adequate fertilizers will be distributed to rural farmers even without land deeds, assures Agriculture Minister Thongam Bishwajit. And joint team of More Police Commando Assam Rifle arrests armed men from Moljol village, More. That's the end for today's News English Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV News for more update.